my own journal entries to review. I was communicating beginning in 2019 that I had been misfiled. The misfiling that I became aware of was left side neglect being the diagnosis of my skull puncturing injury, missing from probate court proceedings while I was the patient of St. Joe's Hospital. When I became aware of that, I began asking questions because I was a client of MDS out of the Peterborough office, and family members were attacking for the theft of my Peterborough home. So 2019, I became aware that since 2014, when injury happened, blood relatives had been hiding my actual medical condition from court proceedings, and that's how they had dissected my business. They had stolen insurance and I hadn't known. The years I'll never remember, they documented what they were doing. And the reason why there had been vulnerability for them to do that is because of the unlawful rulings coordinated while I was the patient of St. Joe's Hospital. So in 2019, I became aware of this. I brought it to MDS, and they have done nothing since but help my parents continue attacking, continue taking, continue protecting the established fraud being my identity theft. MDS still to this day will not do anything but pretend what they did in those years didn't happen, because they all planned on no possible recovery with the theft of my home and the blocking of recovery by theft of all the assets and insurance settlements. The imposing of instability on a level of inhumane trauma was supposed to break me down, because stability is the number one priority for traumatic brain injury recovery, and the individuals involved knew that, misinformed the community around me as the terrorism I'm writing about, so that the community would be unknowingly supporting them, including law enforcement, as they were misinforming the courts, hiding medical info, and stealing Health and Human Services funding with established banking fraud. I began telling MDS in 2019, here we are 6 years later, they're still protecting them, doing the exact same thing. And I'm still telling the public every single day the exact same thing. That as a disabled citizen of the state of New Hampshire, my identity has been stolen since the patient of a hospital, and individuals employed by the state are misusing the courts to protect the way that they're stealing federal funding using my medical identity with aggressive neglect. And I'm going to talk about it every day until there's human rights restored to me and my son. Period.